All right, peace, family. Not gonna stay on here long. Just wanted to hit you guys off with something that I thought about that was based on a video that I watched a couple of days ago, which featured Professor Griff, Vicky Dillard, and the video was put out by Brother Rich. And what was talked about, or what was stated in the video, which was something that Professor Griff said that got me to thinking, was it was something that was based on Black History Month. And he was talking about the gentleman who started Black History Week, and that was Carter G. Woodson. And he is the author of the book Miseducation of the Negro. And what Griff was saying is that Carter G. Woodson wanted that to go from a week into something that was bigger, meaning to the point where we talked about Black history, 7 days a week, 365 days a year, for the rest of our lives. And it went from 7 days or a week into a month, which was 28 days. And that's basically where it stopped at. And, that got me to thinking. I was like, okay, how can we make this thing fun, but at the same time, a challenge to where we can get more Black people involved? So I got to thinking about all of the social media, or all of the challenges that were issued or presented on social media. And I was like, okay, has anyone ever done a Black History Challenge? Now, when I say Black History Challenge, I'm not talking about African American history. I'm talking about Black history before slavery and before African American history. So this is the challenge. The challenge is to ask. And before I say that, I was going to limit this challenge to just Black people, but we're going to scratch that. Whoever you want to ask, whoever you want to bring into this conversation, as far as Black history is concerned, it doesn't matter what race they are. Bring them in, because what that is going to do is open up a dialogue between you and them. Try to keep it civil. Try to keep it fun, because this challenge is not to bring about a lot of the bullshit that we see in and around or surrounding social media as it pertains to language and things of that nature. There's a time and a place for that. But with this particular challenge, that is not the time or the place. But this challenge is issued to everyone. And the goal is this. Number one, your goal is to, one, ask them 5 questions, or ask them to give you 5 things that they know of about Black history that was before slavery and before African American history. The second thing is this: if they will allow you to do so, your job is to document that, meaning film these individuals if they allow you to do that, and post it on social media. Whatever social media account that you have, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, post it. The other goal is this: we don't want this to last for a couple of days or a couple of hours or a couple of weeks or a couple of months. We want to try to make it last for at least a year. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if we can get it to last for 12 months, then maybe we can get it to last forever. Meaning Black history is talked about every day, every month, whether that's past or present. And that way, when it comes to Black people, whether you are adults or children, you get to hear your history repeated over and over and over again until it gets lodged into your mind to the point where you don't forget. And that was the reason why I mentioned what Griff said, because he was like, when do we get time or have time to celebrate Black history in the month of February? Because we're being bombarded by all of these other events that are going on. And one of the things, or a couple of things that he mentioned, which, when I did research on it, it was true, except for this year. And that's dealing with 4 things that are prominent that they showcase in February, which is the Grammy Awards, the Super Bowl, the Oscar Awards, and the All-Star Weekend. All of these take place in February, except I think this year, the Grammys took place in January, more towards the last week in January. And I think that was the exception for this year. But I think in all of the previous other years, it took place in February. So that is the challenge. The challenge is Black history, meaning you have to talk to these individuals and get them to give you 5 Black history facts that took place before slavery and before African American history. That is the challenge, along with the other things that I attach to the challenge. And like I said, we want to keep it fun. We want to keep it entertaining, but at the same time, we want to keep it respectful. It doesn't need to be any crazy things going on behind this challenge, because I've seen some challenges that were entertaining. I've seen some challenges that were crazy. I've seen some challenges that were dangerous, but I haven't really seen a challenge that will really test your intellectual capability, that would really test your conscious and your subconscious. So let's put that out there and let's see where it's gonna go. And that's pretty much all that I have to say about that. And what I'm gonna do is, after I make this video, I'm gonna post it hopefully in a couple of hours. I'm going to go out now and see if I can find some people that will entertain the challenge. I'm going to record them if they allow me to do that, and I'm gonna post my videos. And we're gonna see where it's gonna go, man. Hopefully, it will spark some type of conversation to where, those of us who consider ourselves to be Black, some of us are gonna find out that you're not as Black as you think you are, because you don't know your history. And then there are going to be those who are outside of the Black race who are going to learn some things that they never knew. And maybe that will help change some of the things in which, other people view us and how we view ourselves. So other than that, that's pretty much it. Y'all know how I do. I salute you. Peace. And, let's go out there and make it happen, man. Oh, and one other thing. A lot of you who are supposedly my friends on Facebook, I'm going to tag you guys in this video. And I'm expecting you to go out there and do the same thing. And like I said, make it fun, man. Have fun with it. And let's see where it goes.